I'm joined here today with Gerry Duhaime, and we're going to be talking about winter traveling and the popular destinations at this time of year, and just some things that people should watch out for or kind of have in the back of their mind when they're going on vacation. So thank you, first off, for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
Again, I love having you here. So we were talking just a little bit off camera about a lot of families. It's very popular at this time of year for family vacations.
It seems to go in cycles for us, and one year we may be really busy with booking people for Christmas vacations because of the way the dates fall. But this year we found it was more the February break when the university breaks are on and the school breaks are on. Alberta and Saskatchewan are now on the same dates, the middle of February. So it's a pretty high impact. Some of the flights, particularly out of Saskatoon, are already sold out for middle of February. So there seems to be a real sort of a, people want to go this year and want to go middle of the winter and want to take their families with them.
And where are the most popular destinations that these families do choose to go to?
Most of the families prefer to be on a direct nonstop flight, which kind of eliminates some of the deep destinations such as the middle of the Caribbean. And so Mexico does come up fairly frequently for that because of the frequency of flights. You can almost go any day of the week now to Mexico on a direct flight. There's all-inclusive resorts, people like that, so they don't have to budget for meals or entertainment or activities. It's all in one price. So if they plan ahead and they can find a resort that has the kind of amenities that they're looking for, nowadays if you're bringing kids that are anywhere in the age group from like 3 to 4 years old up to teenagers, they're looking for water slides, they're looking for activities, they're looking for a nice beach to hang out on and activities for them to do because they don't want to sit around all week.
And just going off of, trying to pick the preferences of what they want, there are all these websites, like Travelocity.com, where you can go and pick and choose, like find what you want. Would you recommend, I know a lot of people are using that today, so is that something that you would recommend people, you can reference that it is a good tool to use if you want to find specific what you're looking for?
And there's two types of clients that we have. Ones that do the research, that come in and say, I've looked at this, it's something I really want to look into, can you price it out for me, see if we can get some space, and those that come in and really don't know where they want to go or what they want to do and are really looking for a lot of advice. And we encourage the ones who do the research, absolutely. We're finding in the last couple of years that people have done the research or coming in that perhaps even made the bookings themselves online are now saying, you know what, I don't even trust this anymore. There's so much information out there. I go and click on the hotel I want to look at and I get something else. They're frustrated. And so they come in because we know the resorts, we've been there, we sent our agents to the various destinations, or a lot of them, and can give them specific advice on it.
And with this time of, like the first half of the year, especially during the winter, when you mentioned February during the break, but what are other times that people should be cautious? Like this is going to be fairly busy, a lot of tourists around, and that. What kind of time span is that from here to, I guess, summer?
Well, the busiest time is probably the month of February because you've got the Canadian holidays, you've got the American holidays. The next busiest time would be March. You never know when the schools are out in the States. I know we took a group down once to Mexico, thought we'd go early March and avoid the spring breakers, but every state has a different holiday. And so you end up with the state of Minnesota and all their grads out and just partying like crazy. So you want to try and avoid the destinations that do that. Watuco, for example, doesn't allow that type of business. Great for families, clean, new destination.
And in recent days, there's been heavy travel advisories for people traveling to some parts of Mexico and Iran, considering what has been going on. So when something like that, when there is a travel advisory warning on those certain places, what do you kind of have to tell people who may want to go or have a reason that they need to go to these places? We
rely a lot on the government advisories, and so do our tour operators. They're not going to bring people into a destination where there's any risk. In all the years that I've been in business, and the many destinations that we've sold, the only things we've ever had happen to our clients is some petty theft, particularly when you're in a hostile situation or in a bus stop or something like that. You're traveling on your own. They tend to look for those kind of people, but in all the years we haven't had anybody that had any issues. At the same time, you want to research the destination that you're going to go to, make sure that it's offering the things that you want to offer, and if you're going to visit family and friends, check with them because they're living there and know what's going on at the time that you want to go.
All right. Well, again, if anyone has any questions or they would like to plan out a nice family vacation, how can they get a hold of you?
Absolutely. It's just phone us, give us a call at 780-875-4414. We have gone through a name change. We were Carlson Wagonlit Travel. Head office has changed it to CWT Vacations. So when you phone us, we'll say CWT Vacations and call us at any time. We're there Monday through Friday and from Saturday till 9 to 4.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming in. It's always nice having you in to get all the travel advice and popular destinations at certain times of year so people can plan accordingly.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.